know, the older brother, I had to put my advantage in it and kind of code it so it doesn't pick me as much as it picks them. When you make a lot of beats like that and you want to upload daily, making these videos can kind of get, what do I want to say, tedious, right? At some point I had to realize that every app that I built so far has been because I needed it, you know what I'm saying? So if you don't know me, I'm a software engineer and I also make music and content. And over the time, I noticed that, you know, over this last, let's say 3 or 4 years, I've been building a lot of stuff, you know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff that I actually needed at the time, you know what I'm saying? I actually took my skills and turned it into like ideas and potential business ideas. And let me show you what I mean, you know what I'm saying? So I made this app about, let's say 5 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, this when I lived back home, you know, I have 2 younger siblings, you know what I'm saying? So we always fighting on who's gonna do the dishes, who's gonna do the chores in the house. You know, it's a lot of favoritism going on with the parents and things like that, and who does who. And then since I'm the oldest, I usually get it, or, you know, or the middle child. So I thought it would be a good idea to use my beginner programming skills, you know, because I was a beginner at this time, to make an app, a web app that literally does one thing, and that picks who does the dishes. Who's gonna do the dishes, bro? That was the question of the day, every day, bro. And so literally, this is a simple HTML, CSS, JavaScript app. But who's doing dishes? And it works simple. You just click this button, and it tells you who's gonna do the dishes tonight. So, you know, if you watching, my little brother, you probably doing dishes tonight, you know what I'm saying? And then the next day we'll come to the app, click it again, and my little brother Jason might do it. And me. But as you can see, me being, you know, the older brother, I had to put my advantage in it and kind of code it so it doesn't pick me as much as it picks them. You know, that's just the older brother in me. But yeah, this is what I mean. Like, don't just learn how to code, just learn how to build things. And this is pre-AI too. You know what I'm saying? This is tutorial grinding and who knows what else, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was really trying to get it, you know what I'm saying? Trying to get this whole coding thing down pat. So I sent this to my mom, and my mom would use it, you know, time to time. Not every day, but she'll use it to decide who's gonna do dishes tonight. So that's just one example. Another example, and I've showed this in my channel before, right? It's my mail drop app. I think this is an older version of it, but the concept still applies to this day. So for the longest, hold on, where my phone at? For the longest, I'm a PC guy. I'm probably gonna be a PC guy, you know, for the rest of my life, for real. I'm not gonna lie. Mac, and I just don't agree. You know, it just feels like a toy. But
Jaykleezie.
being a PC guy and having the iPhone, also doing music, you know, when you do music on the laptop, make music on the computer or whatever, you're gonna want to hear it on your phone, in the car, and things like that. So, you know, the process to do that is, I mean, it's not that bad, but it is lengthy, you know what I'm saying? You gotta go, type in Gmail, you gotta sign in, and all type of stuff. Then, you know, pull up the email, send it to yourself just to get it. You know what I'm saying? Versus you have this, you know, mail drop app or whatever. It's already connected to your email. Unfortunately, you do need to use Gmail. You know what I'm saying? And it's a simple app. Again, I hope you're getting the gist of what I'm trying to show. Is simplicity is key, especially when you're using it every day. So you literally just pick a file. Let's see what I got.
Joker, why you so hard?
So I want to send that beat to my phone. I just click and drag it. Email sent successfully, and I got that thing. And so this is another example of no feature bloat. You know what I'm saying? This is no fluff. It gets straight to the point. It's not worried about, you know, giving what users want, but it's just solving a problem. That's, cause at the end of the day, that's what these apps and these things, that's what we're building it for, is to solve a problem at the end of the day, to make life easier. So if you do music or you're a producer or whatever, you probably by now should know what a tight beat is, or a tight beat video on YouTube is. It's basically a way to share, you know, your music or your instrumental music. And the tight beat is like what type of artist will be on that type of instrumental. So basically like a Drake type beat or a Future type beat, you know what I'm saying? R&B type beat, you know, same thing. And these are like, that's usually what they look like, you know what I'm saying? When you make a lot of beats like that and you want to upload daily, making these videos can kind of get, what do I want to say, tedious, right? Especially uploading it. Which brings me to my third, you know, web app or whatever that I've done, you know what I'm saying? I've done a lot more, but these are like the ones that's kind of worthy of showing in a sense. So basically, before I created this, right, I would have to go on Premiere Pro, load it up. It's still loading up. I have another screen right here, so it's still loading up. Get Premiere Pro. So while it loads, I'm gonna tell you, Premiere Pro, I have to get the image, create the project, drag and drop the image, drag and drop the whatever, drag and drop the audio. And once you do that, you know, that's already 5-10 minutes gone. You know, you might want to make a little edits or whatever. Put your logo in the corner or something. But now, you know, that like you start doing that over and over and over again, you're gonna get tired of that stuff. You're gonna get tired of it, and that's what happened to me. So that's why I created, you know, BeatVid or whatever. So, you know, create render, which is basically create, you know, a video or something. So you choose a random picture. I'm just gonna choose one of these thumbnails that I did, just for testing purposes. Pick your audio you want on it, and it even generates the beat title. So, like if we go back to the YouTube, right? You see how these titles is key for the SEO, it's key for the algorithm. You have to have these titles in there. So, like, look, free key Glock type beat, free Future, blah 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 blah, right? So I made it so it just does that automatically. You know what I'm saying? You just specify the artist and it puts that automatically. You don't have to worry about that. You can just upload it with the name and go about your business. So just to give y'all a little preview, generate beat title, right? J. My fault, yo. I hate when I do that. It's a J. Kleezie type beat, right? It can be a type beat. It can be a freestyle beat. You know, it can be, or just the instrumental. I put type beat because that's better for the SEO and stuff. So you got your image and your audio. Simple stuff. Then I could put my producer name. Let's put JK for now. So look, it creates that title. So once it's like done loading and everything, you can literally connect your YouTube and upload it. So let's say you want to click that video that we just did, right? It has the title on there. If you want to schedule the post, you can. YouTube connection. So let's go ahead and connect to YouTube. Pick a random channel. So boom, YouTube's connected. Put your title, you know, title, description, put your tags in there. You want it private, unlisted, or public, and what time and date you want it to be uploaded. And then boom, it'll upload it from this app. You don't have to go on YouTube. You don't have to, you know, drag and drop the video from your file explorer to YouTube and try to do all this at once. No, you can literally let this render. You can render as much as you want, as much as your PC can handle. You know what I'm saying? The pattern I notice is this. You know, when you build for yourself, you don't second guess. You know, you don't overbuild. You don't wait for motivation. You build because the problem is literally right there in front of you. And that's how great companies get built, you know what I'm saying? Solving problems that are right in front of your face, literally. And before we go, I'm gonna leave y'all with something. Make sure you believe in yourself and build something today.